Hi and welcome to our podcast. We are here to discuss something very important at the historic Mount Lavinia Hotel. It's none other than the World Marketing Forum, organized by the Asia Marketing Federation, and in Sri Lanka, it will be hosted with the patronage of Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, the SLIM that we all know about. And this is a prestigious moment for Sri Lanka, particularly because it's the first time that WMF or the World Marketing Forum is coming to Sri Lanka. The Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, the organizers, are geared to present a show, a gala show with a lot of knowledge as well as a lot of entertainment, which is going to showcase Sri Lanka to the rest of the world. So representatives from over 50 associations and bodies related to marketing will be here. So that's one of a kind opportunity. To talk to us more about this initiative as well as on marketing, we have someone who is very famous and quite senior, experienced in this whole marketing and media domain. It's none other than Mr. Laksiri Wickramage, the Deputy Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Derena Media Network. Mr. Laksiri, welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Why do you think marketing can be very important to a country like ours, Sri Lanka?
My mind goes back to when the father of modern marketing, Professor Philip Kotler, this is one of his sayings. He says that the reason why a country remains in the third world is just because the lack of marketing in that country. So you can look at even Sri Lanka. You see, in any country or in any organization, there are only three lines: the top line, the middle line, and the bottom line. Right? And the result is always the bottom line. And in order to improve the bottom line, you need to improve the top line. In Sri Lanka, you take tea, for example, one of our biggest exports. We are still exporting most of our tea as a commodity.
Yes.
Few of the brands have succeeded.
Yeah.
And they are bringing in more money, obviously, because they are adding value. So where does branding come from? It comes from marketing. For example, our A-level syllabus doesn't have a subject called marketing. It's just one module in the business management.
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
And ironically, there's a subject called media.
Right?
So that's the importance that our country has given marketing, and we still a country which is still not growing fast enough. This is because of the lack of marketing, and we haven't still identified. At least we have to be thankful to Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing for bringing the World Marketing Forum to Sri Lanka and making the country focus on marketing.
Having said all this, Mr. Laksiri, now there's a word that goes along with marketing, the concept of creativity. How do you think the connection comes, marketing and creativity? What can it do?
Yeah, first of all, creativity is needed in any field, not only marketing. But as far as marketing is concerned, creativity comes in handy in whatever aspect of marketing that you look at. Even if it's sales, you need creativity to go and sell your product. But apart from that, if you take advertising, for example, it's a lot of creativity that is needed in advertising. There are three variables that matter: frequency, reach, and impact. You can achieve frequency and reach through numbers, but impact cannot be achieved through numbers. You need creativity in that particular advertisement. Right? So creativity matters a lot in marketing.
So I think you touched on theory as well. Also at the same time, the World Marketing Forum, you can imagine how much of knowledge could that be sharing in 5 days' time across the world to many people. And it has something for Sri Lanka as well. It's going to market Sri Lanka. Now, someone like Mr. Laksiri being in media and done quite a lot of work in this marketing domain, what's your take on marketing and media? How can this whole package be used by Sri Lanka?
When you take marketing and media, where you can use both these together, is, I think, the main thing is for the aspect of internal marketing. Because first of all, we have to prepare our product through internal marketing. You take, for example, the tourism sector.
Yeah.
Internal marketing for the tourism sector is not for internal tourism, but to prepare the product, because the product is a service, and you need to first of all convince the people who are involved with the service, plus those who are proxies to the involvement. For example, tourism can affect every person in the country because it can increase the income. If you generally ask somebody who's not involved in tourism, what's the benefit of tourism for you? Most of them will tell, I'm not involved, so there's no benefit for me. But if you take, for example, somebody is working in a hotel, if there are more tourists who come, if they spend more money, he gets paid more through his service charges, and he's not going to keep that in the bank.
Yeah.
He will go back to the village and spend that money, which means the village indirectly will benefit. When he spend that money in the village shop, probably the shop will not be able to manage with one person. He'll have to get one other worker.
Yeah.
Then the shopkeeper's income will rise. So there is benefit. By increasing income, there's benefit for everybody. But how do you convince people? It's by internal marketing.
Internal marketing.
It's internal communication and marketing. If you take a cab drivers, most of them act fairly, but some of them don't.
Yeah.
They try to scam tourists. If they try to scam tourists and get more money, then he's not communicating it right. So he has to be convinced that it's better to treat them well, charge the right fee, so that there will be more tourists coming and they will all benefit. So this is all internal marketing.
Because if we are to talk about this subject with someone like Mr. Laksiri, we need a mega cast, not a podcast. So having said that, thank you very much, Mr. Laksiri Wickramage, for joining and sharing your thoughts. And let's join with us for more in the future.